Yeah, welcome to another episode of Mass Effect 3. Wait a bit, and then we'll go into the game. So we let it just after Mars, and yeah, we'll be talking a little bit with the crew, maybe read a little bit of you know story bits about the universe a little bit, especially for people that never have played or seen the game. Will be good to check, I think. Checking as well that everything is in order in every place. And so yeah. It's a game that we usually take maybe up to 50 or 60 hours. With all the DLCs, there is pretty unique DLC of the Citadel. Can't remember the exact name, but yeah, so we get our party and we're having fun. It's very light-hearted DLC. It's really good. Well, there is also Omega, returning there. It should be nice as well. And Leviathan DLC is also pretty good. One of the best, story-wise. And yeah, what else? It has really strong elements, the game. A bit disappointing for me compared to the previous two entries of Mass Effect. But still, in my book, pretty solid and pretty good game. Just not as good or amazing as I hoped for. But yeah, at least it's really good, the demo of desperation and world ending, things like that. And well, let's hope that someday we'll get a good Mass Effect. I'm doubtful, but at least they're working on it, and hopefully they can deliver even a fraction of what made this game series one of the best ever. And if BioWare, doesn't manage to do that, at least we will know that, we'll have Exodus, which is made by ex-BioWare developers that worked on Mass Effect and Dragon Age Origins, and maybe they'll bring that, science fiction feel. And then there is the newly announced Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Well, it's actually, I can't remember the name, but it's a fresh game. It's not a remake. Directed by Casey Hudson, which is the director of the Mass Effect trilogy. So I have high hopes for that game as well. I think on equal bar with the Exodus game. Because I know that Casey is really good director. The games I've played with him are amazing. I mean, he was a director of Anthem, but he was he was there, I believe, only for the beginning, maybe the first 2 years directing the game, and then he jumped ship. So I wouldn't blame him for how this game ended. But yeah, other than that, the future of science fiction games, it's bright. So yeah, let me enter in the game and we will read some lore and speak a little bit with the crew before embarking our next mission. And also between, you know, the streams of, you know, the story and the single player element, I'm not sure if I can go back to the Normandy actually now, but yeah, between, you know, the playthroughs of the story, I might play the multiplayer, and the multiplayer part is it's in a different launcher because this one doesn't have the multiplayer component. But if you have the original Mass Effect 3, then you can play the multiplayer, and yeah, it used to be connected, you know, playing the multiplayer and giving you some bonus stats, you know, for readiness on this game. Yeah, we need to visit the council before we leave, but what we can do is to check the chat room a little bit. We'll check some stuff, like for example the codexes.
The Asari were the first species to discover the Citadel. When the Solarians arrived, it was the Asari who proposed the establishment of the Citadel Council to maintain peace throughout the galaxy. Since then, the Asari have served as the mediators and centrists of the Council. An all-female race, the Asari reproduce through a form of parthenogenesis. Each Asari can attune her nervous system to that of another individual of any gender and of any species to reproduce. This capability has led to unseemly and inaccurate rumors about Asari promiscuity. Asari can live for over 1,000 years, passing through 3 stages of life. In the maiden stage, they wander restlessly, seeking new knowledge and experience. When the matron stage begins, they meld with interesting partners to produce their offspring. This ends when they reach the matriarch stage, where they assume the roles of leaders and counselors.
Well, so that's for the Asaris.
The second species to join the Citadel, the Solarians, are warm-blooded amphibians with a hyperactive metabolism. Solarians think fast, talk fast, and move fast. To Solarians, other species seem sluggish and dull-witted. Unfortunately, their metabolic speed leaves them with a relatively short lifespan. Solarians over the age of 40 are a rarity. The Solarians were responsible for advancing the development of the primitive Krogan species to use as soldiers during the Rachni Wars. They were also behind the creation of the genophage bioweapon the Turians used to quell the Krogan rebellions several centuries later. Solarians are known for their observational capability and non-linear thinking. This manifests as an aptitude for research and espionage. They are constantly experimenting and inventing, and it is generally accepted that they always know more than they're letting on.
Yeah, they're very intelligent species. Not very, you know, like, they don't have biotic powers and stuff like that, and, you know, we see that they're a little bit squishy, but they're very intelligent. The best operatives in the galaxy are Solarians, so they have their edge on things. One second, so I can do something and then I'll continue with the next race, which will be my favorite race in the series, which are the Turian.
Roughly 1,200 years ago, the Turians were invited to join the Citadel Council to fulfill the role of galactic peacekeepers. The Turians have the largest fleet in Citadel space, and they make up the single largest portion of the Council's military forces. As their territory and influence has spread, the Turians have come to rely on the Solarians for military intelligence and the Asari for diplomacy. Despite a somewhat colonial attitude towards the rest of the galaxy, the ruling hierarchy understands they would lose more than they would gain if the other 2 races were ever removed. Turians come from an autocratic society that values discipline and possesses a strong sense of personal and collective honor. There is lingering animosity between Turians and humans over the First Contact War of 2157, which is known as the Relay 314 incident to the Turians.
Shang-Chi.
Officially, however, the two species are allies and they enjoy civil, if cool, diplomatic relations.
Yeah, so the First Contact War, that is the Turians and the humans. So yeah, there is some story behind it, but it's nice, you know. The universe itself is really well crafted, with every possible conflict, and there is story behind most of the things that we see in the series, which is awesome. It's really rare, that you can see a universe being a movie series or a video game that have such rich lore to explore.
50,000 years ago, the Protheans were the only spacefaring species in the galaxy. They vanished in a swift galactic extinction. Only the legacy of their empire remains. They are believed to have built the mass relays and the Citadel, which have allowed numerous species to explore and expand throughout the galaxy. Prothean ruins are found on worlds across the galaxy. While surprisingly intact for their age, functioning examples of Prothean paleotechnology are rare. Time and generations of looters have picked their dead cities and derelict stations clean. Some believe the Protheans meddled in the evolution of younger races. The Hanar homeworld of Kage, for example, shows clear evidence of former Prothean occupation. The presence of a former Prothean observation post on Mars has caused a rebirth of interventionary evolutionists among humans. These individuals believe the god myths of ancient civilizations are misremembered encounters with aliens. In the early 2160s, the Alliance began aggressive colonization of worlds in the Skyllian Verge, much to the dismay of the Batarians, who had been developing the region for several decades. In 2171, the Batarians petitioned the Council to declare the Verge a zone of Batarian interest. The Council refused, however, declaring unsettled worlds in the region open to human colonization. In protest, the Batarians closed their Citadel embassy and severed official diplomatic relations with the Council, effectively becoming a rogue state. They instigated a proxy war in the Verge by funneling money and weapons to criminal organizations, urging them to strike at human colonies. Hostilities peaked with the Skyllian Blitz of 2176, an attack on the human capital of Elysium by Batarian-funded pirates and slavers. In 2178, the Alliance retaliated with a crushing assault on the moon of Torfan, long used as a staging base by Batarian-backed criminals. In the aftermath, the Batarians retreated into their own systems and are now rarely seen in Citadel space.
Yeah, so the Batarians were kinda pain in the ass of the humans for quite a long time.
2 centuries ago, the Hanar helped 375,000 members of the Drell race migrate to the Hanar homeworld Kage to escape the environmental extermination that had claimed the remaining 11 billion Drell. Nearly all Drell demonstrate tremendous loyalty to their famously reclusive saviors. The intimacy of their relationship, expressed in a formal socio-political alliance called the Compact, also results in extremely close personal relations, in which some Drell actually learn Hanar soul names. While most Drell reside on Kage, some assist Hanar off-world as envoys, researchers, co-investors, wayfarers, assassins, or otherwise, eager to help their saviors. For a century, galactic wisdom has held that behind any high-ranking Hanar hides a resourceful and fanatically devoted Drell. The omnivorous reptilian Drell possess an average lifespan of 85 galactic standard years. Having evolved on an arid planet, Drell face serious illness on the Hanar homeworld, especially Keprel's syndrome, a fatal bacterial lung disease.
Yeah, so the story of the Drev is also interesting because they They more or less like destroyed their home world, and they were saved by Nakanar. And yeah, they were trained to be soldiers from little kids. But yeah, the problem is that I mean, he explained it quite well. You know that they're not able to live very long or have to face that disease, the Kepra one, because it's a humid world, and yeah, they need more hot places to live. So I'll be going through these non-cancel races, and obviously we will not cover everything, otherwise you'll be quite bored. But I'll go just through the races so you can get some glimpse or sense about the races in Mass Effect, and then we'll move forward.
The Elcor are a citadel species native to the high-gravity world Dakuna. They are massive creatures standing on 4 muscular legs for increased stability. Elcor move slowly, an evolved response to an environment where a fall can be lethal. This has colored their psychology, making them deliberate and conservative. Elcor speech is ponderous and monotone. Among themselves, scent, slight movements, and subvocalized infrasound convey shades of meaning that make a human smile seem as subtle as a fireworks display. Since their subtlety can lead to misunderstandings with other species, the Elcor often go out of their way to clarify when they are being sarcastic, amused, or angry. Dakuna's high gravity impedes mountain formation. Most of the world consists of flat, open plains, which prehistoric Elcor wandered across in small family bands. Modern Elcor still prefer open sky and can become restless and uncomfortable on long starship journeys. The Geth are a humanoid race of networked AIs. They were created by the Quarians 300 years ago as tools of labor and war. When the Geth showed signs of self-evolution, the Quarians attempted to exterminate them. The Geth won the resulting war. This example has led to legal, systematic repression of artificial intelligences in galactic society. The Geth possess a unique distributed intelligence. An individual has rudimentary animal instincts, but as their numbers and proximity increase, the apparent intelligence of each individual improves. In groups, they can reason, analyze situations, and use tactics as well as any organic race. Geth space is located at the trailing end of the Perseus Arm, beyond the lawless Terminus systems. The Perseus Veil, an obscuring dark nebula of opaque gas and dust, lies between their space and the Terminus systems.
These are also one of my favorite, creations in the world, because their masses created them to use them for war and for labor, basically slaves. But they rebel in a moment when they started to feel that have some sort of awakening, let's say. It's really interesting race, really well crafted. Alright, so we have 5 more.
The Hanar are a citadel species known for excessive politeness. They speak with scrupulous precision and take offense at improper language. Hanar that expect to deal with other species take special courses to help them unlearn their tendency to take offense at improper speech. All Hanar have 2 names. The face name is known to the world. The soul name is kept for use among close friends and relations. Hanar never refer to themselves in the first person in conversation with someone they know on a face name basis. To do so is considered egotistical, so instead they refer to themselves as this one, or the impersonal it. Their homeworld, Kage, has 90% ocean cover and orbits an energetic white star, resulting in a permanent blanket of clouds. Due to the presence of Prothean ruins on the world, many Hanar worship them, and Hanar myths often speak of an elder race that civilized them by teaching them language. When the Asari discovered the Citadel, they also discovered the Keepers, a docile, multi-limbed insect race that seemingly exists only to maintain and repair the great Prothean station. Early attempts to communicate with or study the keepers were failures, and it is now illegal to interfere with or impede keeper activity. Because they are completely non-threatening, keepers have become virtually invisible to everyone else. Similarly, they seem indifferent to other species, except for their tendency to help new arrivals integrate themselves into the Citadel. No matter how many keepers die due to old age, violence, or accident, they maintain a constant number. No one has discovered the source of new keepers, but some hypothesize they are genetic constructs, biological androids created somewhere deep in the inaccessible core of the Citadel itself.
I mean, it could be they're really very, mystic race.
The Krogan evolved in a hostile and vicious environment. Until the invention of gunpowder weapons, eaten by predators was still the #1 cause of Krogan fatalities. Afterwards, it was death by gunshot. When the Solarians discovered them, the Krogan were a brutal, primitive species struggling to survive a self-inflicted nuclear winter. The Solarians culturally uplifted them, teaching them to use and build modern technology so they could serve as soldiers in the Rachni War. Liberated from the harsh conditions of their homeworld, the quick-breeding Krogan experienced an unprecedented population explosion. They began to colonize nearby worlds, even though these worlds were already inhabited. The Krogan rebellions lasted nearly a century, only ending when the Turians unleashed the Genophage, a Solarian-developed bioweapon that crushed all Krogan resistance. The Genophage makes only 1 in 1,000 pregnancies viable, and today the Krogan are a slowly dying breed. Understandably, the Krogan harbor a grudge against all other species, especially the Turians.
Yeah, that makes me, wonder what was the population in terms of scale. I believe that the humans obviously were the most popular race. I need to check the numbers. Yeah, I'm curious. I think the second race was between the Asari and the Krogan.
Driven from their home system by the Geth nearly 3 centuries ago, most Quarians now live aboard the Migrant Fleet, a flotilla of 50,000 vessels ranging in size from passenger shuttles to mobile space stations. Home to 17 million Quarians, the flotilla understandably has scarce resources. Because of this, each Quarian must go on a rite of passage known as the pilgrimage when they come of age. They leave the fleet and only return once they have found something of value they can bring back to their people. Other species tend to look down on the Quarians for creating the Geth and for the negative impact their fleet has when it enters a system. This has led to many myths and rumors about the Quarians, including the belief that underneath their clothes and breathing masks, they are actually cybernetic creatures, a combination of organic and synthetic parts.
I mean, I've never seen a Quarian under the mask, so might as well be. I doubt, but...
The Volus are a member species of the Citadel with their own embassy, but they are also a client race of the Turians. Centuries ago, they were voluntarily absorbed into the hierarchy, effectively trading their mercantile prowess for Turian military protection. Irun, their home world, lies far beyond the normal life zone of its star. However, the world has a high-pressure greenhouse atmosphere that traps enough heat to support an ammonia-based biochemistry. As a result, the Volus must wear pressure suits and breathers when dealing with other species, as conventional nitrogen-oxygen air mixtures are poisonous to them. And in the low-pressure atmospheres tolerable to most species, their flesh will actually split open. Volus culture is tribal, bartering lands and even people to gain status. This culture of exchange inclines them to economic pursuits. It was the Volus who authorized the Unified Banking Act, and they continue to monitor and balance the Citadel economy.
Yeah, see, it's really interesting, race. And they explain you why they're wearing the suits, what's going on with it. It's pretty cool. But yeah, we'll continue with some of these through the gameplay. And obviously there are more, so there will be stuff to explore.
First deployment is somewhere near Palaven. Reports say not to depend on comms.
I'll leave vid messages then, and you can do the same.
Well, they said that due to concerns about signal congestion, we're supposed to avoid sending messages at all. They're trying to keep war data coming through, so every data packet counts.
So how am I supposed to talk with you then?
But you're on the Normandy, right? I saw it dock. It was last seen on Earth. Did Commander Shepard escape? He did, didn't he? So why would he be here unless he's seeing the Council?
Ma'am, I can't talk about that.
You don't have to. Commander Shepard.
Diana alerts.
What's going on here?
Commander, just who I was looking for. Diana Allers, Alliance News Network. I think we can help each other.
I don't have the greatest track record with reporters.
I know, and it hasn't exactly endeared you to a galactic audience, but that can change. I'm a military reporter with the show called Battle Space. We're carried on just about all Council planets. My producers want me embedded on a human ship, and I want that ship to be the Normandy.
Why would I want that?
Wars can be won or lost in the editing room, and this war needs to be won. I've got Alliance security clearance and operate without a crew. You get veto power over the segments I file. Can you handle an arrangement like that? Or do I keep looking?
So, funny and interesting story about Diana Lers. Back then in 2012 when the game was releasing, that was a real person, but I mean the model was after a real person, a journalist, or what was it, like a writer or something like that, for IGN. But I don't recall the name. Maybe it was the same name, but yeah, it's funny story, you know, that they took someone that was working at IGN and they just integrated it in the game, and it's totally, you know, optional. You can just say, well, screw you, I don't need you in my ship, or you can just take it. It's, you know, something small, it doesn't harm anyone. So yeah, I'll take her.
Tell your producers yes, for now. We'll see how it works out. Report to the ship as soon as possible. Any questions?
How much gear can I bring?
1 foot locker.
Aye, aye, Commander.
I definitely recommend you to check the, you know, the videos of Game Scoop, or yeah, whatever that name was. It's really funny. Report to the ship as soon as possible. Golden clips. All right.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination.
Let's go to the Worth Memorial first, and then we'll go to the
One
city
moment,
embassies.
please. Now arriving at Huerta Memorial Hospital.
It's a beautiful sight, you know, to just sit like this guy over here. Wish I could sit, if it was possible to just sit. It would have been awesome, but still, you know, just admiring the beauty of the Citadel. It's amazing. No wonder it's the best place to, you know, live in the galaxy.
Welcome to Huerta Memorial Hospital. The human specialist medical officer in charge is Dr. Michel. Also, please note that specialists for all known Citadel species are on call. Please ensure that you observe proper decontamination protocols at all times while in this area.
And these are the Avinas, virtual AI. Actually, virtual, something else virtual. It's not AI because it's bound. But still, yeah, they are explaining us things about the different areas.
Any other important areas I should know about?
The Normandy is currently docked in D-24, which is tagged to your biometrics. Docking Bay E-24 has been repurposed into temporary housing to accommodate the recent influx of civilians to the Citadel. If you wish to contact your species' official Citadel representative, please go to Citadel embassies. The Presidium Commons have been a cultural mainstay since the Council was first established at the Citadel.
You can really cover treatment for any kind of species here?
Huerta Memorial surpasses all requirements needed for any multi-species medical facility. This facility's attendant levels can also replicate the living conditions needed to accommodate other, more exotic species. Aquatic environments, for example, are available on short notice.
What about the medical staff? How do they deal with so many species?
All personnel are required to undergo mandatory and regular psychological evaluations, as well as refresher courses. Hospital administration understands how difficult it can be for staff to deal with such a wide variety of patients. It is imperative they be offered the support needed to retain their current high standards.
What else is in the area?
The Huerta Memorial Hospital has experts from every major race in residency, with many specializing in xenomedicine. The facility works with prestigious medical universities from around the galaxy, offering internships to residents and nurses. With access to cutting-edge technology and support from major pharmaceutical companies, the hospital ensures the best care to its patients.
Where'd the hospital get its name?
It is named after President Christopher Huerta of Earth's United North American States. The donor who requested the tribute expressed the desire to remain anonymous.
Thank you.
Please speak with me again if you require further assistance.
Incursions by enemy forces are being reported in Turian colonies. Fighting is said to have reached Paladin. Ilium is under attack. Although the Asari colony is across the galaxy from Paladin and Earth, the invading force appears to be the same that attacked those planets. According to the Council, these galaxy-wide attacks are part of a massive and organized invasion plan. The Council called the invaders Reapers, the same term once used by a disgraced Commander Shepard to refer to a theoretical enemy. The Alliance military has abandoned the Hades Gamma cluster to incoming Reaper forces. Recent intel suggests that the entire Batarian hegemony has been destroyed by an unknown force.
Yeah, goodbye Batarians.
Reports indicate that Earth has fallen to the same enemy force that attacked Batarian space. Incursions by enemy forces are being reported in Turian colonies. Fighting is said to have reached Paladin.
Yeah, so that's interesting, you know, to listen the news a little bit, get a hold on what's going on in the galaxy. It's one of the best, you know, things about this game, that it gives you the sense of, you know, galactic scale and how they're destroying and attacking everywhere.
So, the nurse tells me you've refused to bathe and you only want to talk to another Asari.
Yes. Can I have a gun?
I'm sorry, no.
Maybe I could be transferred to another hospital then. Someplace unsecured. I could have a gun then, right? And no humans. Wherever you transfer me, it shouldn't have humans.
The humans are our allies. You don't trust them?
No, it's not that. How are my eyes? What color are they right now?
Maybe you could tell me what happened.
Yeah, she's maybe scared that she'll become Ardat Yakshi. Oh, Dr. Chokwas.
Shepard, there you are.
Dr. Chakwas, you're here?
I'm working at an Alliance R&D lab down in Shelter Wards, coordinating closely with Admiral Hackett. I heard you escaped Earth in the Normandy, and that someone was critically injured. I came as fast as I could.
We had a run-in with a Cerberus synthetic on Mars. Caden took the worst of it. How's he doing?
Very well, all things considered. I'm impressed with Major Alenko's resilience, as well as Dr. Michel's expertise. I wish I could have been there to help on Mars.
What have you been up to?
It's been 6 months, Doctor. How have you been?
Good. I've been fortunate. When they impounded Normandy, the Alliance didn't really know what to do with me. I was never officially part of Cerberus, and I'd gotten a proper leave of absence from my previous post.
So you hadn't technically done anything wrong by joining me to defeat the Collectors?
Yes, though I suppose if you were judged to be a war criminal, I would have been tried as an accessory.
I wonder if there is a choice, you know, just to keep her in the labs, but you belong to the Normandy with us.
Your place is in Normandy's medbay, not some lab.
I couldn't agree more. You say the word and I'm with you.
So I can tell her to stay in the labs. It's interesting, but yeah. I'm not sure if there is any consequence about that. Let me check very quickly because I wonder now. Very interesting. I never. I played so many times. I have like, I don't know, maybe 200 to 300 hours in Mass Effect 3, and I never knew that you can actually pick Dr. Michel instead of Chokwas. I always go with Chokwas. Very, very interesting. I don't know. For this playthrough, let me experiment a little bit. You know. Hello, Papa channel. I'm not sure if you're here anymore, but yeah. Sorry, I'm just running a couple of things, and I don't have many monitors, unfortunately. So yeah, if there is any delay, guys, I'm sorry. I'm yeah trying to do my best with what I have at the moment. Small delays here and there. But yeah, I didn't know that. So I like Dr. Chokwas, and I'll usually take her, but I want to see how it will be with Dr. Michel, you know, in the Normandy.
Hackett and the Alliance need you right here.
Very well. Be careful. Goodbye, Shepard.
Goodbye, Doctor.
Oh, and please be sure Joker takes his medication. He can be so forgetful.
She took it well, all things considering.
Is under attack, although the Asari colony is across the galaxy from Paladin and Earth.
I mean, I don't see Dr. Michel now, but... Ah, there you are.
Commander Shepard, good to see you.
Dr. Michelle, it's been a long time. You've come a long way from that small clinic down in the wards.
Mass Effect 1.
Because of you, I don't know where I'd be if you hadn't dealt with Fist and his thugs. Now I'm med physician in the Presidium Clinic. You gave me this chance. I assume you're here about Major Alenko.
Yeah, sure.
How is Caden doing?
The head trauma was severe, but we reduced the swelling quickly. These types of injury can go either way. He hasn't regained consciousness yet, but his vitals are strong, so I'm optimistic. You can go see him if you like. He's just down the hall.
You know... Yeah, Choco was probably a few. He refused to take me on another suicide mission, thank God. Yeah, but holy shit. I never knew, to be honest, that this is a possibility. I always thought that Choco was, you know, it's... You know, in every Mass Effect game, and she's our medical doctor, but... And I totally forgot about Michelle from Mass Effect 1, but... To, you know, find something fresh in you. In a game that is 13-year-old, and you've played like 5 or 6 times, or however many I've played. I think this is my 5th playthrough. And find this now? It's, I don't know, it's... Yeah, I read about, you know, Michelle being a favorite for other people as well, and I've never taken it with me. I never knew this is a possibility. Maybe because I always was like, oh, Chocos, let's talk with her and get in Normandy. So, pretty happy, you know, to find new things in something I've already played so many times. So, yeah, that's cool. Let me first talk with her and then I'll invite her to the Normandy.
This war may leave a lot of injured people homeless. Can the Citadel clinics care for them all?
We're fine now, but I'm worried. Every hospital on the Citadel is preparing for the worst. I hear the docks are tightly controlled, but we just can't leave people floating out there forever.
How are your medical supplies holding up?
We're well stocked now, but I can't say I'm not worried about the future. We've posted guards on our reserves. War profiteering has already begun.
With a center of this size, you must have a lot of direct reports.
We've got 12 full-time doctors and over 50 support staff. It can be overwhelming, quite different from my days in the wards.
And it might be a small thing, you know, have just a medical, you know, just a doctor, you know, in the Normandy, and, you know, from one side it's whatever, you know, it's a small part, it's not a squad mate and things like that, but it's still pretty impressive to me that, you know, this is a person that we knew in Mass Effect 1. We were not able to recruit it in Mass Effect 1 because we had Chokwas by default, more or less. Then in the second game we have Chokwas. I'm not sure if we could put her there, but, you know, just to give us a small choice now to have one of the 2 doctors, it's kind of cool. I can tell you one thing for sure. If there was another choice for a pilot instead of Joker, I would never, you know, consider it. Joker is right or die.
We could use a doctor of your caliber on the Normandy.
I'm honored you'd consider me, but I do have responsibilities here.
Let me use my charm a little bit here. Save billions, not hundreds.
The Normandy may be the key to winning this war. If we fail, all could be lost. You'd make a huge difference out there with us. More than you can ever do here.
Well... Our staff is excellent. The Presidium would be in good hands. I'll pack my bags and tell Dr. Arrington she's received a promotion.
I report to the ship as soon as possible.
I'll see you on the Normandy, Doctor.
See you there. I just need to make a few more preparations.
According to the Council, these
there we go.
attacks are part of a massive and
Really impressed, to be honest. Happy and impressed. Alright. That's one thing done. Let me check the shop and then we go to Caden. I mean, it's not like he's going to walk anywhere, right?
Welcome to Serta.
Heard, what was that noise that I've heard now?
Help you.
An achievement. Anyway, so we have 35,000 credits.
All profits from sales go to help new medical research.
This is a Peruvian whiskey.
CERTA is a non-profit organization
Peruvians making
dedicated
whiskey.
to the medical needs of all sapient life.
Anyway, that's new. Smooth and smoky with a hint of heat, each sip of TM88 has a story to tell, and each glass has a story to inspire. TM88 isn't one of the Earth's top-selling beverage exports for nothing.
Thank you for coming to CERTA. How can we help you?
Shut up. Known for having both a calming influence and the ability to stimulate blood flow.
CERTA is a non-profit organization dedicated to the medical needs of all
TM88 is the only alcoholic drink endorsed by the Medical Board of Sirkesh. This is the homeworld of the Salarians. The price for TM88 includes deposit. Please recycle. Alright, so let me buy this and also the capacity. The manager capacity. Holy shit. Shut up. Shopaholic visit the store on the Citadel. Nice, so that was the achievement probably.
Patient's stable for now.
That was touch and go. Good work, Dr. Freilich.
Narrow splint's still the best course of action.
I'll see if we have the required spatial bindings. Meet you back here.
Hey, it's something I like about not only this game but overall, you know, games like this, when you see people talking, moving a little bit, not just static like a cartoon board. It gives you more sense of living world. Ubisoft, wink wink. Oh, they occasionally pass through you, but that's part of the experience.
Hi, Doctor. Didn't expect to see you again so soon.
Well, we need to prescribe you another round of antibiotics.
For when I ship out?
I have some bad news. Your squad applied the Medigel correctly, but infection had already set in by the time they found you. I'm sorry. I'm afraid we have to remove your leg below the knee.
What? But... I don't understand it. It doesn't even hurt.
It would if we took you off the painkillers, Lieutenant.
Yeah, it's a sad story for this guy.
Early reports indicate that Earth has fallen to the same enemy forces.
Hey, Caden. Don't know if you can hear me. But since you can't tell me to get the hell out either, I'm gonna take my chances.
On your feet, soldier! Oh man, he's not joking, he's really bad. He's not moving. Oh, obviously I'm not chose that. Get better, we need you.
Don't die, Caden. You've got to fight. We need you in this. Seeing you in action again, it reminded me you're a hell of a soldier. The Alliance could sure use you. I could use you. You need anything, Doc, let me know. Come on, Caden. Fight. And And that's an order.
Incursions by enemy forces are being reported in Turian colonies.
Oh, our job here is done. Let's go to see the council.
The Asari colony is across the galaxy from Paladin and Earth. The invading force appears to be the same that attacked those planets.
That's safe. Good measure.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please, one moment, please.
Hello, Commander Shepard. Welcome to Citadel Embassies. The current human ambassador is Dominic Osoba. Commander Bailey is the CSEC officer on duty. You will find him in the Citadel Security District Office.
Other Citadel areas?
Any other important areas I should know about?
The Normandy is currently docked in D-24, which is tagged to your biometrics. Docking Bay E-24 has been repurposed into temporary housing to accommodate the recent influx of civilians to the Citadel. For medical needs, the Presidium offers leading-edge care at the Huerta Memorial Hospital. The Presidium Commons have been a cultural mainstay since the Council was first established at the Citadel.
Spectre Requisitions?
Where's the Spectre Requisitions office?
The Spectre Requisitions District Office is down the hallway to your left. Note that requisition forms are available only to agents whose biometrics are verified and on file.
Local features?
What else is in the area?
This area is reserved for human embassy personnel and attending CSEC security. The human embassy prides itself on offering swift assistance to any who fall under its auspices.
That's
all.
Thanks.
Please speak with me again if you require further assistance.
The Alliance military has abandoned the Hades Gamma cluster to incoming Reaper forces. Recent intel suggests that the entire Batarian hegemony has been destroyed by an unknown force.
You know, if there is one game that they'll probably obviously never going to do that, but if one game deserves, and it would be nice to give some overhaul, some remake and stuff like that, would be Andromeda. I know the story cannot be, you know, like fixed or remodeled, but I think that big chunks and big part of that game could be improved. Especially, you know, the shadows, the textures, how the species look. Because if you look at this Turian, he looks like a Turian. You watch, for example, the one in Andromeda, and he's looking like, I don't know, like animation, like animated version of it. Doesn't look like the Turian. But yeah, obviously they will never touch that game again.
Please tell the Primacy that the Vol Protectorate wishes to assist with the Alliance project. We had a Prothean obelisk that might have helped. Sadly, it was lost in the Shrike Abyssal. Nevertheless, we are committed to helping both the Turian Empire and the Human Alliance.
Early reports indicate that Earth has fallen to the same enemy force that attacked Batarian space.
Human Embassy, 31st floor.
Incursions by enemy forces are being reported in Turian colonies. Fighting is said to have reached Paladin. Ilium is under attack. Although the Asari colony is across the galaxy from Paladin and Earth, the invading force appears to be the
Hello, dear. Perhaps you can help me. I'm looking for my son.
But we spoke about this already. I told you about his mission and...
Nonsense. I just filled out the paperwork. He's very punctual when he's on the field. He checks in every week. Only, he hasn't checked in for a while now. A month. Anyway, I'd like to file an expedited contact request.
Yes, of course. ma'am, but the notes on his file state he's not under a contact ban.
Oh, you already looked. How kind of you. I'm just so worried. It's not like him to go quiet for so long.
As soon as I get news, ma'am, I'll let you know as soon as I get news.
Thank you. You're such a nice young woman. You know, you remind me of my daughter.
I really like to hear the conversations, you know, when I walk by. Join the fight, Admiral Hackett. It helps with the immersion.
According to the Council, these galaxy-wide attacks are part of a massive and
And it's awesome, it's what I like about video games overall. Being open world, semi-open world. Doesn't matter. Just to be able to feel that I'm in that world, you know, that there is NPCs talking, discussing stuff. Not just static things. This is what? Commander Bailey.
There is no anti-humanity conspiracy here, Ms. Al-Jalani. The Council's simply not granting interviews at this time.
My viewers are going to know that CSEC and the Council are denying them access.
Listen, lady, you think I like playing gatekeeper between the paparazzi and the politicians? I don't have time to babysit them, and I'm not here to hold your hand.
Well, I'm camping out until I'm granted an audience.
Fine. I hope you brought a sleeping bag.
Commander Shepard? Commander Humanity has questions.
Damn press.
See, you're keeping the peace.
Yeah, I feel like a glorified doorman.
Most people would see it as a move up.
Wedged in here with all the stuffed shirts? I'd rather be back down on the streets. I appreciate the higher pay grade, but I'm not a political creature.
Why take the job?
If you didn't want to be upped, why'd you accept?
You don't say no to Counselor Udina. Well, maybe you would, but I gotta live here. I know, squeaky wheel gets the oil, but I didn't lobby for promotion like some other officers. I'm not even sure why he picked me. Never know with politicians. I hate political BS.
Bear with it.
Don't lose your edge. You might need it.
Oh, wouldn't mind an excuse to get my fingers dirty. It's killing me about Earth.
You and me both.
I haven't been back in years. Now I may never. If this ain't the end of days, it's pretty damn close. I'm up to my neck in trouble, but if there's anything you need, I'll do my damnedest to help.
The war?
Is the Citadel gearing up for war?
There's a false sense of security here. Even people from worlds that have gone down act like they're safe. Well, I guess it's not just human nature. We all lie to ourselves to deal with horror.
Citadel?
Anything important going on around here?
You kidding? With the Reapers running roughshod through the galaxy, it seemed like the Council is in constant session. We got more ambassadors and dignitaries here than ever before pleading their cases. But that's just the tip of the iceberg, really.
Trouble?
Thought things were relatively quiet here.
Well, compared to where you're coming from, sure. But the war's being felt everywhere. Millions across the galaxy have been displaced, and most of them come here.
Must have you doing somersaults.
Yeah, already allocated the bulk of my men to customs, but we're still overtaxed, cataloging and processing them all.
Family?
You got loved ones out there?
Somewhere. Ex-wife I lost track of, and a son and daughter. They're still on Earth.
I'm sorry, Bailey.
Yeah, I'm just like everyone else. I'm losing myself and things I can control. And at the moment, that means creating the illusion of security here.
Yeah, it's tough, you know. Everybody's having loved ones on their home world, and where can you save them? I mean, the only thing to do is to fight. There is no escape from what's coming.
It was Udina who made you a commander, huh?
Yeah, he's become an even bigger shot around here. Got a lot of ambition. He suspected Executor Palin was conspiring against the Council and had me investigate.
Find anything incriminating?
Yeah, enough to arrest him. And when Palin resisted, I was forced to kill him. Udina rewarded me with the promotion. And near as I can tell, being a commander just means I'm putting out different fires.
It'll probably get worse before it gets better, Bailey.
Yeah, if it ever gets better.
It always does. It just takes time. Let me see the Spectre office, if I can. There is nice tools here. Spectre Acquisition, Spectre Terminal. Welcome. Welcome to the Spectre Information Processing Center. This terminal offers secure information access and support for authorization of covert operations or acquisitions. It is restricted to operatives currently on active duty with special tactics and reconnaissance. Any operation requiring payment can be executed at the terminal nearby, which supports secure and untraceable financial transactions. Quarian Fleet Intel. Quarian Pilgrim Jean Volan Narnema on the Citadel received a large credit transfer from the fleet. Jean Volan purchased tech, including high-end weapons, weapon mounts and kinetic barrier emitters from several ship service centers. On Ilium, another Quarian Pilgrim, unidentified, was observed searching for a ship traveling close to the Perseus Veil. The Pilgrim was later heard saying that his pilgrimage was recalled. Data suggests the Quarian fleet is withdrawing its pilgrims and upgrading ships for combat somewhere near the Perseus Veil. This could be a reaction to the Reaper invasion, but formal offer or request for assistance has come. Intel suggests the Quarians may instead be preparing for conflict with Geth. That's the thing, these Quarians are, I don't know. I never liked them, they're really dumb in my book. Everybody is getting attacked in this universe by the Reapers. Everybody. And everybody can see it, can hear it, can smell it. But they're gearing to fight for their homeworld because they're egoists, you know. I know that the other races as well, you know, care about their worlds and they're fighting, but there is bigger picture that everybody is trying at least to see somehow, but they're fighting the wrong enemy. It's Quarians, man. Yeah, pretty expensive stuff. So the Quarians remind me in that aspect a little bit like the pigeons, you know? You throw some bread to the pigeons and you have 2 pigeons. And let's say you have 3 pigeons. So one of them will start fighting the other pigeon and doesn't care about the bread anymore. No, he's pursuing that pigeon. He's like, fuck you pigeon, you will not eat that bread. So the third pigeon is coming, taking the bread, and the other stupid pigeon is just, you know, continuing to fight the other pigeon. He forgot about the bread already. So they remind me of that pigeon. Anyway, so the Black Widow is definitely my favorite weapon. Obviously. It's the best weapon in my book in this game, but yeah, the Paladin is pretty strong, the Red. I'm not going to read that because you get bored, but it's cool stuff. The Harrier, it's nice. Cerberus weapon. I'm not sure if some of these can be acquired, you know, by playing, or you need to purchase them. I think that some of them will be acquired. For example, the N71 you need to purchase, which is a shame a little bit, but yeah, I think it was a DLC, but I'm not sure if you still had to purchase them or they were already like in your inventory when you had the DLC. I think they were in the inventory and now they are added here, you know, to buy them. Very good, they're nice, but you know, the Valiant, it's an okay sniper rifle. I mean, I'll test some stuff. The Crusader was okay. The Hurricane is yeah, quite good. I think it's the best SMG, one of the best. The Piranha, it's a shotgun type. I'm usually not a shotgun type guy, but you know, I can experiment a little bit. Then the Eagle is, it's a good pistol. I've seen better. For example, the Paladin, I think it's a bit better. It's a remodeled, you know, it's an improvement of the Carnage. I think it was Carnage, the pistol. Carnifex, actually, it says it here, Carnifex. Yeah, it has smaller clip than the Carnifex, but its shots are unquestionably more powerful. Then the Rat is, I think, the second best shotgun in the game, after the Claymore, I believe, was the name of the best shotgun. And then the Black Widow is the best sniper rifle and overall the best weapon in the game. What's that? N7 Defender, ammo capacity 20%, weapon damage 10%, shield and health 10%. So this is perfect for a soldier, this armor. Yeah, unfortunately we cannot buy anything, we are poor. We need to earn our credits. Here we can, yeah, practice the weapons a little bit, but no need. So what's that? Third Counselor Urdina, so I need to go there. That's about it. Can't believe they messed up even that, man. Can you see in the distance? I mean, for the most part they look good, but right there is a small guy right there, but it's not, you know, a dwarf or just a kid or whatever. It's just a scaled, grown-ass man, but they scaled it down. I don't know for what reason. Right there in the, you know, far left as well, you can see it. It's a bit immersive breaking. Shame on them. That wasn't in the original Mass Effect 3, I can assure you.
Commander, Counselor Urdina said you'd be coming. If you'll follow me, the council is already in session.
We've got our own problems, Counselor. Earth is not in this alone.
But Earth was the first Council world hit. By our reports, it faces the brunt of the attack.
By your reports.
The reports are accurate. Earth was attacked. By the Reapers. And it's just the beginning. We need your help. Everything you can spare.
Each of us faces a similar situation. Even now, the Reapers are pressing on our borders. If we lend you our strength to help Earth, our own worlds will fall.
We must fight this enemy together.
And so we should just follow you to Earth?
Even if we were to unite our fleets, do you really believe we could defeat the Reapers?
I don't expect you to follow me without a plan.
Counselors, we have that plan. A blueprint, created by the Protheans during their war with the Reapers.
A blueprint for what?
We're still piecing it together. But it appears to be a weapon of some sort.
Capable of destroying the Reapers?
So it would seem.
The scales. It would be a colossal undertaking.
No. I forwarded the plans to Admiral Haggett. The remnants of the human fleet are already gathering resources to begin construction.
Our initial calculations suggest it is very feasible to build.
If we work together.
Have you considered that the Reapers destroyed the Protheans? What good did this weapon do?
It was incomplete. There was a missing component, here. Something referred to only as the catalyst. But they ran out of time before they could finish building it.
Do you really believe this can stop the Reapers?
I believe in trying.
Liara believes it can work, and so do I. And while I haven't always agreed with Urdina, he's right about this. We need to stand together. Now more than ever. The Reapers won't stop at Earth. They'll destroy every organic being in the galaxy if we don't find a way to stop them.
The cruel and unfortunate truth is that while the Reapers focus on Earth, we can prepare and regroup.
We are convening a summit amongst our species. If we can manage to secure our own borders, we may once again consider aiding.
I'm sorry, Commander. That is the best we can do.
So basically nothing.
Shepard, meet me in my office.
I hope that's an offer of support. I'll be digging up what I can on this Prothean device, Shepard.
They're a bunch of self-concerned jackasses, Shepard. We may have a spot in the Council, but humanity will always be considered second-rate.
How can they be so blind?
They're scared, and they're looking out for themselves.
Our people are scared, and we are looking out for them the best we know how.
Counselor?
Commander, I can't give you what you need, but I can tell you how to get it.
I'm listening.
Primarch Fedorian called the War Summit, but we lost contact with him when the Reapers hit Palaven. Those meetings won't proceed without him. The Normandy is one of the few ships that can extract Primarch Fedorian undetected.
I don't see how that helps me.
So far, you've only explained how I can help you.
It might seem that way. But the leaders of this summit will be the ones deciding our future. The fate of our fleets, where they fight, and with whom. A grateful Primarch would be a tremendous ally in your bid to unite us.
We're at war. And you want me to play politician?
If it gets you what you need, what does it matter? Our latest intelligence says that the Primarch was moved to a base on Palaven's largest moon. I've done all I can to help. The rest is up to you. There is one other thing. The Council wanted me to tell you. We've chosen to uphold your Spectre status. And various resources will be made available to you. Good day.
Well, that went well.
It's a start. I'll talk to the others in the meantime. See if we can support this summit. Move things along.
Thanks.
Oh, at least it's something. Right. So next stop will be Palaven. Obviously, that's the home world of my favorite race, the Turians. So we can meet it. Explore it a bit. Let me talk with Udina.
The Council. You saved their lives. And for what? Apologies that boil down to maybe later. If we don't figure out something, maybe later will be an epitaph on a mass grave of 11 billion.
I know what I'm gonna do. What are you gonna do?
Humanity has created some goodwill in the galaxy. Now we cash in our chips. I will get what funding I can, what materials I can, and spread the message. Help the humans, help yourselves. I'll institute a draft in our colonies and order all civilian ships armed. Work on the Prothean device will be around the clock.
Earth?
Any news from Earth?
There is constant news. All of it bad. The Reapers are destroying satellites in the old nuclear missile silos, along with everything else that could help. We have a handful of quantum entanglers spread out over the continents. All other communication is cut.
Council leverage?
What's your read on the Councilors? Any angles I could pursue?
Tavos is a diplomat and compromiser, but she's wrapped up in defending Asari space like a mother panther. Valorn is out of his depth. The Solarians like their wars won before they start. They're frightened now. Use that. In Sparatus, I'd take what he offers. It's strange days when the Turians are the least hostile to humans, and there's a need there.
Political situation?
You're a Citadel Councilor. Don't you have options when the others block you like this?
With Parliament destroyed and Shastri gone, I have more power than any human in history. But today, you saw how little that is. Rest assured, I will not be counted out long. I know I can move mountains. Do not lose sight of that, because the task before us is moving planets.
Get some results.
Anderson would be proud, so long as you deliver. You think you can do that?
You need a carrot or a stick to drive a mule, and humanity has neither right now. Our armada is tied down fighting or fleeing, and with Earth's comm buoys gone, our economy is reduced to an IOU. But leave that part to me. I will lean on our colonies for all they're worth, and I can broker enough trade to repair and resupply Hackett's fleet.
Personal question.
Did you know a lot of people on Earth?
Many. It's monstrous to think of them being snuffed out, of course, but the part that gets me is Arcturus. I must have known most of the Alliance Parliament on a first-name basis. I required a second VI just to track all their birthdays and anniversaries. Rose garden stuff, but to have it all gone.
I should go.
I'll be here.
Alright. Okay, that's it. We're down here in the Citadel for the time being. You can just go back to Normandy and talk with the crew a little bit before we engage Paravan. Or actually the moon, because we're going to the moon of Menai.
Good morning.
Oh, hello, ma'am.
Ma'am? We've had this discussion, young lady. You're to call me Teresa. Maybe my son didn't have the chance to marry you because of this damn war. But you're still family in my book. Nothing will ever change that.
Of course, Teresa.
I'll come back later during your break if you want. Treat you to lunch. What do you say?
I would love that, Teresa. Thank you.
Yeah, that woman lost it. Yeah, because her son had like apparently, you know, married an Asari, and she's like confusing her.
Being reported in Turian colonies. Fighting is said to have reached Paladin.
Commander Shepard. Commander, the people of the Alliance have questions.
Is under attack.
Commander Shepard. Khaleesa bint seen in Al-Jalani. Isn't it true that you were on Earth when the Reapers attacked? How do you justify running away while millions of people on Earth die? Is that the
What did you say? Yo, shut up.
Tabloid journalism.
Not this time, you military.
You're angry. I get that. But I came here to get help for Earth, not answer your questions. Stay down.
Why so aggressive, Aujiwane? Every time, every single time. I'm coming peacefully, you know, to respond your question.
Please select a destination.
Every time.
One moment, please.
At least she's learning how to duck. Maybe next time she'll hit me first.
So, you're just silent behind enemy lines until the war is over?
No, they've got us on rotation. We're mostly in fortified holding zones until strike teams clear an area. Then we come in and set up medical bunkers and supply depots. And then the main fleet comes in to occupy.
I'm not wearing commando leather, honey. What does that mean?
We'll be perfectly safe. They don't put engineers on the front lines.
But you won't be able to talk to us.
As I recall, I didn't speak with Sabina.
Welcome to the Citadel. This is Docking Bay D-24. Note that due to recent events, official identification and weapons permits may be requested by CSEC personnel for routine verification.
Good to know. Alright, let's investigate other Citadel areas.
Any other important areas I should know about?
Docking Bay E-24 has been repurposed into temporary housing to accommodate the recent influx of civilians to the Citadel. If you wish to contact your species' official Citadel representative, please go to Citadel embassies. For medical needs, the Presidium offers leading-edge care at the Huerta Memorial Hospital. The Presidium Commons have been a cultural mainstay since the Council was first established at the Citadel.
Routine verification?
What's with the heightened security?
New screening fields have been added in order to speed up processing at the security stations in each docking area. Citadel security screening technology uses highly advanced biometric authentication systems developed by the CERTA Foundation. Please note that any attempt to circumvent Citadel security measures will result in immediate incarceration.
Echo features?
What else is in the area?
You are standing in docking area D-24. According to your biometrics file, you are cleared to access further information about this bay. This is the airlock currently assigned to the Systems Alliance ship Normandy. If you look out the bay window, you can see one of the many magnificent vistas for which the Citadel is renowned.
Waiting area?
What about that room over there?
The waiting area is for those who wish to speak to our new arrivals. It is located next to security processing.
That will be all.
That's all.
Please speak with me again if you require further assistance.
Alright, let's get back to the ship. You know, one thing that one can notice is that you know, these trees, their you know, their ends is like neurons, or like, you know, whatever the name is, like, yeah, I think it's neurons. So it's like we are in a brain, you know. It's really fitting because the whole game is about indoctrination and how the brain can be manipulated by the Reapers.
Liara, can I help you?
I've been forwarding the Turian Counselor information on the Prothean device. It can't be built without Council support, but he's not budging until their Primarch is safe.
I know.
Are you all right? There's more to it than that, isn't there? What's really bothering you?
Actually, yeah, maybe the galaxy fighting. Let me choose that.
The Reapers are here, now. And the Council, the other races, are only interested in looking after themselves. How many civilians are dying while they wait for us to make the first move?
At least the Council can't deny the Reapers exist. They'll come around. They've got to. Commander Shepard? I'm Specialist... Oh. I beg your pardon. I thought you were alone. I was just leaving. Commander Shepard,
I'm comm specialist Samantha Trainer with Alliance R&D. I was part of the team retrofitting the Normandy after you turned it over to the Alliance. There weren't many of us aboard when the Reapers hit.
It's okay.
Slow down, Specialist Trainer. You're doing fine.
Thank you. I worked in a lab. I never thought I'd be serving on a ship.
Why don't you tell me about the retrofits?
The ship's in line with Alliance regs now, and it has new, top-of-the-line quantum entanglement communicators. In fact, Admiral Anderson had intended to use the Normandy as his mobile command center.
That's no longer an option.
Yes, I heard he chose to stay and fight. In any event, I'm honored to serve under you, Commander. For as long as you need me, that is. They only sent me here to oversee the retrofits.
Shepard, some of our systems require further testing, and Specialist Trainer has been extremely effective during installation. I would prefer that she remain.
Got it, Edie.
Wait, since when does a virtual intelligence make requests?
Edie's an AI, fully self-aware.
Oh, I knew it. I knew Joker was lying.
Jeff requested that I pretend to be a simple VI to protect myself. I apologize for the deception.
Thanks, Edie, and I apologize for all those times I talked about how attractive your voice was. Anyway, shall I give you a tour? I think you'll be impressed by the new upgrades. In the CIC, you'll find the galaxy map where you can set the Normandy's destination. You can also check your messages at your private terminal. The War Room houses a strategic command center for mission-specific intel and war analysis. The shuttle bay contains an armory where you can modify your equipment between missions. Finally, Liara has set up a lot of hardware down in the old XO office on Deck 3. I think she's claimed that room. And there you are. Still the same ship as before, it just flies Alliance colors now. Speaking of which, I believe Admiral Hackett would like to speak to you at the VidCon.
I think my room looks worse now, but...
Commander, Udina updated me on your meeting with the Council. Sounds like they're running scared.
I understand their concerns.
We did present them with a lot of unknowns. They're feeling threatened and want immediate solutions, not theories.
Theories are all we've got right now. What's your plan?
I'm trying to get the Turian Primarch for a summit meeting with the Asari and Solarians. I'll bypass the Council and appeal directly to their leadership.
That's good, I like it. This is where we start laying the groundwork for our counterattack.
Unfortunately, we don't have a whole lot to back it up right now.
Then build alliances. Gather everything and everybody you can for the cause.
What about the Prothean device?
Find me people who can help build it, and if you can't, I'll take ships, soldiers, supplies, whatever you can get. We need to keep hitting the Reapers across every theater of war they open. Buy us time to figure out the device.
And when it's finished?
Assuming it ever is, we pool all our resources. Think of it as a giant armada for delivering the device when the Reapers are most vulnerable. The stronger you can make that armada, the better the chances of punching through.
Earth?
What about Earth, sir?
We'll just have to hope Anderson and what's left of the Alliance forces can hold out until we've dealt with the enemy.
I understand.
Good. Then make it happen, Commander. I'll be expecting regular updates on your progress. Hack it out.
These are the war assets, the people, weapons, armies and fleets that you've accumulated are your war assets. The overall readiness of the galaxy determines how effectively these assets will perform in the final battle. So the idea here as well was good. The execution was questionable, but the idea was nice. This is the Alliance. We have Alliance Engineering Corps. Diana Lairs giving us 5. Guarding Chokwas, Ryan's fleet, Third Fleet. This will be nice for me to read it. Yeah. Well, I'm not streaming, but more or less, yeah. Whatever we recruit, being ships, you know, characters, armies and whatnot, is giving us some points, let's say. And here we have some minimum threshold. If we are, you know, in the minimum, in the final battle, there will be a lot of casualties, and you know, we will not pull it off. At least many people won't. So yeah, that's the interesting part about that. And obviously there is explanation about everything here. And it's interesting to see how many resources are given with different divisions, let's say. But yeah, overall I don't like the design of this Normandy compared to the second game. It looks so, I don't know, cables everywhere. It's a bit dirty, not like I don't know. It's not very clean like it was in the first and second game. I mean, it's intended to be that way. I just don't like the design of it. You know, conference room over here.
I can't believe the council won't help. Come on, Sarah.
If Thessia was lost and Earth hasn't been touched yet, we could be damn sure we'd be guarding our own borders.
And that thing here that I dislike.
Commander, the Alliance has found a new Cerberus lab on Sanctum. Admiral Hackett would like you to investigate.
But yeah, this part is at least not changed. But yeah, all these tubes and stuff, man, I just dislike it so much. Anyway.
Hey, Commander. You know, I had my doubts about the Council. But after years of ignoring your warnings, they're finally willing to step up and tell you they just can't help.
Yeah, it's not their fault.
Doing everything they can.
Did they at least validate our parking?
That's it.
Commander?
I don't remember, you know, the first encounter with Joker in Mass Effect 3 to be so stiff. You know, I expected him to be... But yeah, it's true that we already met when we left Third, so they just skipped that part with the introductions. Yeah, okay, I get it. Still stiff though. Let me check the other areas and then I'll check messages and...
You've got a new message at your private terminal.
Okay, Samantha. Let me go to the cabin's quarter first. No fishes. They removed my fishes. No ships. Except these two. Well, at least I have the bathroom. Nice. You know, that's something I always check, you know, in video games when there is, you know, a mirror and it's a mirror, you know, an actual mirror that you can see your reflection in it. So yeah, points on that. Good job. Let's put some music. I didn't like any. Anyway, let's leave that one then. Alright, the casual one. I definitely dislike the default one, so let's see. This is from Mass Effect 2. This one is good. I usually rock with this one. It's not very official, but it's quite good. And I usually rock with this one as well. It was my favorite. It's still my favorite, but I'll change things around a little bit. Not use the same things. Let me go for a bit with this one. Cerberus Ajax armor. Oh shit, that's new, no? I don't recall ever seeing this one. That's awesome. I might actually play with this one, although the default one is like perfection. This is what, more shield generator? Yeah. Shoulder nothing, arms, melee damage. I'll never use melee damage. I don't have legs, material, and so on. Let me prepare this one for a bit, and then I'll rock the Cerberus one. I usually rock a dark green one, dark red one actually, something like this, or the black one, but I think for this one I might experiment a little bit. I like this one, you know, with the blue tint. I like this one. But I'll be going with the Cerberus Ajax one. I've never seen it, it looks nice. I mean, the health boost is wow. It's really bad, but it has a lot of shields, shield regeneration, quite a lot of ammo capacity, power damage, weapon damage. It's actually, it says it here. Among Cerberus soldiers, Ajax armor is favored by those brave or unlucky enough to lead charges to break enemy formations. Its role is to keep the wearer standing in and shooting as long as possible. It offers some benefit to Omni 2 and biotic arm systems, but its main emphasis is boosting and recharging its kinetic barrier, bleeding off weapon hit through coolant circulation in its gloves. Due to the high risk tactics associated with armor, the Alliance has captured very few suits in perfect condition. Song is actually not that bad, but still. Would have preferred if there was more music. Engineering, crew, and combat. Yeah, let's go from down to up. Shuttle bay. Model freighter. Yeah, my stuff is just, you know, here and there. Model Quarian. This is Vega, we'll talk with him later. Normandy SR1. This is our mecha dock. It's quite cool. This is the weapon upgrade, weapon bench. Some more stuff over here. Jet cruiser. Alliance cruiser. So more or less everything I've purchased in the second game. Here's the armor locker and Lieutenant Cortez. Let's check Cortez and then I'll check the other options.
Lieutenant Steve Cortez, shuttle pilot. Got news about our supply chains, Commander.
He's there, soldier.
Nice to meet you, Lieutenant. What's going on?
Sorry to just jump in, Commander. There's so much to be done, I get caught up in the tasks at hand.
He's always like that. You need to chill out, Esteban.
So you do care, Mr. Vega? Or is that the Cerveza talking again?
So what's happening with our supply chains, Lieutenant?
Alliance procurement chains are in chaos. The Citadel's economy is still running. I can network to Citadel retailers. You can view inventory and make purchases right from this console.
When I network to a new store, I'll let you know.
It does cost more to coordinate delivery to the Normandy, so it's cheaper to buy supplies when you're there.
So you're my shuttle pilot, but you're setting up procurement chains?
I wasn't assigned as Normandy's pilot. Not much need for one on a dry dock ship. I was overseeing the retrofit of the cargo hold. I'm quite familiar with the operation and maintenance of the UT-47 Kodiak and the M44 Hammerhead. In my experience, it made sense for me to take over as shuttle pilot when we left Earth. Especially given Mr. Vega's love of mid-air collisions.
To save the day, pendejo.
I'm also responsible for logistics, making sure the armory and shuttle are properly stocked and maintained.
Service record?
How long have you been with the Alliance?
About 10 years. I enlisted in First Fleet serving on the SSV Hawking, flying F-61 Tridents mostly. I love the Trident. It practically dances in low atmo. I spent as much time tinkering on my bird as flying her. Got a bit of a reputation.
So, you can fly fighters and fix them?
Yeah, and I got a knack for procurement, too. They were grooming me for CAG, but my skill set made me more valuable commanding a flight deck. They assigned me to the Normandy retrofit team about 5 months ago to oversee all cargo bay modifications.
Ground vehicle?
What happened to the M44 Hammerhead?
It was sent to the tech labs for a retrofit. To afford mobility with such a small ESO core, its design sacrificed armor plating. The lab engineers are trying to improve that. After the Reaper invasion, those labs are probably just a pile of rubble.
Shuttle?
The Kodiak seems a bit different.
Good eyes, Commander. This is the UT-47A Kodiak. It's got an upgraded ESO core and prototype stealth technology based on the Normandy design. For quick drops, I can get you in and out virtually undetected. She flies like a brick, so that's why you need a good pilot.
Family?
You were stationed on Earth. Do you have family there?
I'm an only child. Lost my parents years ago. I had a husband back when I was stationed at Ferris Fields. The collectors took out the whole colony. I'd rather not talk about it.
No problem. I'm going to ask. Armory?
Do you maintain this armory?
I share that duty with our illustrious Mr. Vega. Though I believe the only weapon he really cares to maintain is himself.
You know you love the show, Esteban.
The first retrofit we did was to move the armory down from Deck 2. I'm not sure what Cerberus engineers were thinking. Now you get off the elevator, pick your gear, and head right into the shuttle.
Just like the original Normandy.
Welcome back to the Alliance, Commander.
Yeah, that's true. The design was a bit different, but I mean, I spent more time, I think, in the combat area, you know, where I select where to go in the mission, so that was okay with me. You know, the armory being there. But anyway.
Keep up the hard work, but don't kill yourself.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, procurement interface, sort the supplies, open store, purchase that, casa fabrication. So as he mentions, the things are more expensive here, but if I'm not planning, you know, to travel, it's a good idea to buy them here. Obviously, I'm not going to spend my hard-earned credits on that, but it's good to, you know, check some of the stuff. Weapon upgrade. I'm not sure about these upgrades. I believe that I can purchase them as well off-world, or, you know, find some of the upgrades when I'm playing as well. So I'll not rush it. Well, they reset my weapon loadout, which is a bit of a shame, but it's okay. I wonder if not to do one more mission with the Avenger and then go with the Vindicator. I'll do just that. I'll go with the Avenger just with for one more mission, then I'll switch. Mantis for sure. Increases damage by 15%, lengthens barrel, creating greater bullet velocity and impact. And go with that one. That was this one. Sniper concentration mode increases damage by 5%, speed perception by 25%, enhancing aim for a brief time. Biometric sensors and auto-targeting software adjust to the user's pulse and breath rate. What's this in game? I'll get it. And pistol, I'm not sure if I'll be using one, at least for the time being. Actually, I'll use the SMG. And I have space for the pistol, not for the shotgun. The shotgun is quite heavy. Let me get the pistol as well, just in case.
Hey there.
It's sleeping, I guess. Anyway, let's check gems and then we go in the other floor.
Hey, Shepard. How'd it go with the council?
Same as usual. Non-committal. Unhelpful.
Bet they still wanted you to help them out, no?
Yeah. We're gonna rescue a Turian Primarch from Palaven.
Sounds like fun. Never been to the Turian homeworld. You down here for a reason?
Yeah, I thought I'd come say hi. Checking with my crew.
Just came down to talk.
Great. Not sure what there is to talk about. You already know my service record.
I don't, actually. I didn't have access to personnel records when we met.
Right. Forgot about that. Well... Think you can dance and talk at the same time?
I'm game.
I think I can handle it.
Okay, loco. Let's dance.
Don't push your luck, Vega. With age comes wisdom. And rank.
Ha! You sound like my old CO.
Oh yeah? And who was that?
Captain Tony. He was a hard-ass son of a bitch, but a good leader. Nice.
What do you mean, was?
Died. With most of my squad. Protecting a civilian colony from a collector attack.
And the colony?
It was either them, or the intel we had on the collectors. Intel we could have used to destroy them. I chose the intel.
Sorry. That's a tough call.
The best part was, we didn't really need the intel in the end. Because you were out saving the galaxy by taking down the entire collector homeworld.
You didn't know. You can't blame yourself, Vega.
Who says I'm blaming myself?
I do.
You a shrink too?
Nope. But that stunt back on Mars was reckless. You're lucky to be alive.
So?
So? Maybe you don't care if you live or die.
Or maybe... I'm just willing to do whatever the fuck it takes to end this goddamn...
Maybe you are. But if you're half as good as I think you are, we need you alive.
Thanks for the pep talk.
Anytime.
Hey, thanks for the dance, Loco.
I shouldn't have, hit him with the renegade options, but yeah, we'll not in the future. I just had to defend myself a little bit, not rough him up. He doesn't deserve it. Here's another cool, small detail about this game, which I like. It's if you tell him, because I tried this option in my previous playthrough, it's Commander, he'll never again address you as Loco. He'll only say, Shepard or Commander or whatever. He'll be strict, he'll honor what you told him, which is good. It's small detail, but I like that. And if you choose Loco, then he'll call you quite often Loco, which is, crazy from Spanish. But, we ease up. I feel him, he's a soldier, it's maybe his way of easing up a little bit with his comrades. I'll go with Loco. He's not a bad guy, just... there were better options for squad mates, that's for sure.
Loco, huh?
I can think of worse things to call you.
As long as you remember who's in charge, you can call me whatever you want.
Oh, I won't forget.
Loco. Fortification unlocked. Oh, maybe because I danced with him and it unlocked me his, his power. Should be interesting. Alright. Let's go to the other floors. Engineering. Let's see, can we see? Yeah, I see Cortez. Vega should be around there. Diana Lers is over there. Here in this door used to be Grunt, from Mass Effect 2, but now it's sealed. Here were Connor and Donnelly, I believe, was the name of the two people over here. The Izucore, the engine, the heart of the Normandy. Who is this? Engineer Adams.
Commander, welcome back to the Normandy. Or maybe you should be saying that to me.
Engineer Adams, what are you doing here?
I was put in charge of the drive core retrofits. My experience on the Normandy SR-1 made me an obvious choice.
So, what do you think of our SR-2?
She's incredible. If there's one nice thing I can say about Cerberus, it's that they know how to build a ship. And about that, Cerberus, I mean, I owe you an apology.
How so?
Back when you got this ship, Dr. Chalk was contacting me. asking me to help with your mission against the Collectors. I refused. I didn't have your back. I'm sorry for that.
Why did you refuse?
Why didn't you join us?
I saw what happened to you when the Normandy went down. I didn't trust that it was really you, and I certainly didn't trust Cerberus. Also, as an officer of the Alliance, I don't just leave my post, you know?
No need for an apology.
Your Alliance first. That's the way it should be.
Thank you, Commander. Glad to be aboard.
Family?
Is your family okay?
My parents are serving on Viridian Zenith, an Alliance agricultural vessel. My sister is a navigator on the SSV Benjamin Davis. Happy to report that both vessels are safely under Hackett's command.
Normandy?
Does the new Normandy stack up to the old SR-1?
Stack up. It blows the old ship away. The Tantalus drive core has been completely overhauled. The SR-2 might be nearly twice the size, but the new drive core is 3 times bigger. This ship can fly. That said, Cerberus isn't too high on safety. If pushed past her limits, this core would vent into engineering. Guess it gives my team incentive to keep her well balanced during a firefight.
Do your job or get vaporized.
Pretty much. I noticed you upgraded the kinetic barriers with cyclonic technology. Should help reduce the draw when under missile fire.
Hopefully that means fewer vaporized engineers?
The IES stealth system is significantly improved. It can handle a higher blue shift of our emissions.
And that means?
We should be able to drop out of FTL without triggering every sensor in range. Very handy for stealth reconnaissance. All in all, the Normandy is a marvel of engineering.
I completely agree. And it's true, Cerberus were really good at, remaking the Normandy and even improving upon it. Edie?
What do you think of Edie?
We had a good talk during the retrofit. A little strange at first, talking shop with an AI.
AI? I thought Edie posed as a VI to keep the likes of you from unplugging her.
Yeah, but I saw through her. Have you seen her hardware? Processing power is off the charts. And then there were the problems that kept fixing themselves. If I hadn't had her pegged, I would have sworn I was losing it.
You never expressed any skepticism, Lieutenant Adams.
I figured I'd better play it safe with the Cerberus AI, Edie. No offense.
None taken. As long as you keep your fingers out of my cognizance processors.
In the beginning, I tried disconnecting her from key processes without giving myself away. Easier said than done. But Joker seemed to trust her, and in time I saw her advantages. Even grew to like her.
It's good to know.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, sir.
It is amazing. One of the best characters in the game. So here used to be Jack. Fortunately, he's not here anymore. Shadow Broker model, nice. The Sovereign. The Turian Cruiser. Nothing else. I'm pretty sure there was a hamster down here. Maybe I'll find it a bit later. So let's check the alerts. We have to. I mean, she has almost better room than myself here. See if I recognize anybody. Oh, that's Stain for sure. Omega. Nice.
How's your new assignment working out, Allers?
Fairly normal, except for the unshackled AI, Matriarch Benezia's daughter, and the communicator that can reach Earth. The first two, I can deal with. That last one gets my attention.
So what are you asking for exactly?
Anything from Earth is the lead story right now. That's not opinion, it's fact.
Maybe I can pass on a few non-classified progress updates.
Seriously? You just doubled my ratings. I don't need FaceTime, just a data upload.
Get a support.
Tell people what's really happening on Earth. We need long recruiting lines on every planet after you air a story.
I can do this, Commander. Remind me to tell you about the time I made an Elcor cry. Commander? Do we need to talk, Commander?
No, carry on. So yeah, you can tell her at any point, you know, to get off the ship as well.
Not right now, Alice.
Let me know when we do.
Oh, she actually changed her. Anyway. Alright. It's a long tour on the ship, but there's quite a lot of things to do. So now we are at the crew deck. Here we can see all the fallen soldiers. Of the Normandy. At least you can see how slowly we are moving, which is also a nice touch. See all the stars. We can just AFK, you know, watch this. Destiny Ascension ship. That's one of the good little improvements that they did to Normandy. Notice someone forgot the cigarette here, smoking. You know, one thing that it could have been nice is, you know, have some mini game, you know, some card mini game or stuff like that. But Bioware usually doesn't do stuff like this. That's a good room to be at. Calibrating room of Garrus Vicarian. And these were the quarters of Miranda, but now it's Liara.
Commander Shepard, it's a pleasure to see you again.
You're the drone from the Shadow Broker's ship.
Dr. Tassoni now refers to me as Glyph instead of Info Drone 95% of the time. If you have a moment, I'd like to draw your attention to a terminal in her office. It analyzes information packages. If you find any useful data, I can research upgrades for you.
And what should I be looking for?
I'll inform you if you found relevant data. When you do, return to this terminal for your choices. In the meantime, Dr. Tassoni would like to speak with you. Have a pleasant day.
Check the terminal.
It was less than ideal. At least the Council can't deny the Reapers exist. But I'm not sure how much comfort that is while they bicker over which portion of the galaxy to save.
Wow. Becoming the big info brokers turned you into a real cynic, Liara. I like it.
I'm flattered, I think.
Armor mod kit. Venom has persuaded his contacts to ship an armor mod kit to Normandy. Technically illegal in Citadel space, the kit's Omni-Gel converter and manufacturing fabricator can make a one-time modification to Shepard's armor, improving shield strength or adding thermal clip compartments. Oh yeah, nice. That's yeah, one of the interesting things about the Intel here, that I can choose which thing to upgrade at no expense, just selecting one of two options. So more shield or ammo capacity. I think we should be fine with ammo capacity. More or less, there will be plenty of, you know, places to get ammo. So shoot it is. I think it will be needed. And that's it. It was just this. Yeah, just this one.
This terminal contains non-essential correspondence from your allied forces. Dr. Tassoni has granted you access.
Protein nodes. That's a lot of stuff, but Cliff, remind me to clean up these old notes. Perhaps reviewing them will lead to something useful for the Protean device. Liara. 2171. The University of Ceres agreed to sponsor me at the Protean Deacon Tretirop. Very exciting. Professor Henel is heading the expedition herself. Maybe I can even ask her for her opinion on my thesis outline. Attachment. Thesis on Protean First Contact Protocols. 2174. I believe Dr. Josh Wan was right to suggest that the Protean artifacts were unearthed are from the third age, not the fourth. What an embarrassing mistake. At least he seems to approve of the rest of the paper. Attachment. Paper on a comparison of Protean technology to modern Asari circuit logic. 2183, Part 1. I believe this is the time of Mass Effect 1. I'm going on the Terum expedition. I never thought I'd gain permission to visit the Protean ruins there, but the University of Ceres must have secured the funding after all. Now to pack. Attachment. Paper on the end of the Protean Empire. Goddess, this human Shepard has the key to comprehending the Proteans on an instinctual, subconscious level. If only I could have been there when the commander touched the beacon on Eden Prime. I'll try to learn more about this cipher on board of the Normandy. The involvement of the Reapers is troubling, to say the least. Attachment. Paper on the end of the Protean Empire with correction notes. 2185, which is 2 years later, around the time of Mass Effect 2. I reviewed the old Shadow Brokers footage of the Collectors. It's chilling to know that they're Proteans husks. At least nothing sentient could possibly remain after what the Reapers did to them. Attachment. Paper on Protean biology. Message from Operative Ferron to the broker. I made contact with Tazik yesterday. The look on his face was priceless. He's not happy you put me in charge of scouting the terminal systems, but he's doing a good job of keeping us alive. I've never seen so many pirates and mercs on edge. The black market's unreliable, and it's getting harder to make contact with suppliers. The Alliance won't be able to rely on it as a source of the device materials for long if things get worse. Some of the other operatives think we should cut our losses now, but I just keep asking them, Did the odds ever stop the Shadow Broker? Farron. P.S. I hope you finally got our little friend Droney to stop saying Shadow and Broker out loud in the same sentence to anyone in sight. I used to do that in Mass Effect 2. Shadow Broker. A nice comfy room. Bit better than what Miranda had.
Looks like you brought more than just that drone from your ship.
A few things were necessary. I'd be a very silent shadow broker without data feeds.
So you have access to your resources?
What I can get. We'll need it to research this Prothean device. Until we understand precisely what it does, it's far too dangerous to use.
Did the Protheans finish it?
Did the Protheans actually complete this weapon?
You mean, will it work? They wouldn't have poured their last resources into this device if they thought otherwise. But we really need to find out just what kind of weapon they left us.
Agreed.
It'd be nice to know we're not kids playing around with a loaded gun.
Absolutely. The damage it could cause if it backfired is unthinkable. This will be difficult even for us. If something happens on a mission, if either one of us are hurt. Shepard, there's something I need to ask before we go any further. I know you and Miranda were close. Is that in the past? Should I forget there was anything between us?
I knew someday, at some moment, this question will come. Let me check if there is any way to save Miranda, you know. Because as far as I understand, if I don't sign with her, yeah, she might perish. I mean, she will perish. So there is a way to stick to Liara. I mean, a bit more difficult one, but there is a way. I mean, sort of. I want to, you know, be always with Miranda, but only for this playthrough. I want to explore the option to be with Liara in the first game and then in the third one, and then always in the future I'll be sticking to Miranda. It's what I think. Let's try it this way and we'll see. I mean, worst case scenario, I'll just lose Miranda for this playthrough, but yeah. Hopefully it will not be this way.
I didn't forget you, Liara. I want to make us work.
Good. I was getting worried.
There were a lot of reasons I was happy to see you on Mars.
I'd like that list, but
Later. There's so much left to do. I'm working with Edie. Hopefully we can discover what the Protheans left for us. But I'm looking forward to talking about something other than business. Maybe later.
We'll see. How is my reputation bar, by the way? It's small. Need to rise it up. Alright, I think we are ready for Palaven. I want to make this mission in this stream, and tomorrow we'll see. There might be streams in which I'll be just talking, roaming around, doing side content, not doing main missions, but we'll see. Actually, if they give me the opportunity, I might just do that now, you know, do a secondary mission instead of Palaven. I'm not sure.
Commander, come to check on your new recruit.
Just wanted to see how you were doing.
Still trying to get my bearings. When I was working on the Normandy's upgrades, I left at the end of the day. I didn't even have a toothbrush or a change of clothing until I made some emergency purchases on the Citadel.
Oh. You know, I forgot to speak with Dr. Michel. After Samantha. I could have helped.
Next time you need something, just ask. We're all in this together.
Oh, it's no trouble, Commander. I'm sure you have larger concerns.
We can put in a requisition order.
My toothbrush is a Cision Pro Mark IV. It uses tiny Mass Effect fields to break up plaque and massage the gums. It costs 6,000 credits.
Okay, yeah. You're on your own with that.
In any event, I appreciate you giving me the chance to stay. Was there anything else?
Joining military?
How'd you end up in the military anyway?
My family didn't have money for university. When the Alliance saw my aptitude scores, they offered me a full scholarship. I served my required years after graduation and decided to stay. I really like the challenges of the lab. Although, I'm sure I'll grow to love frontline service as well.
Reaction to war.
I'm surprised you're worrying about a toothbrush. We've got bigger problems right now.
Oh, believe me. Seeing the Reapers on Earth was terrifying. But I won't help anybody by bursting into tears here in the CIC, will I? Being here on the Normandy helps. If anyone in the galaxy can stop the Reapers, it's you. And if flagging your messages and managing strategic intel helps you in any way, then it's worth it.
Your lab job?
You worked in Alliance R&D?
Yes. You'd think quantum entanglement would make communication easy, but imagine incorporating multiple incoming sources and then networking them with extrapolations of time-lag data to construct a coherent situation GUI. It's an exciting challenge. For me, anyway.
Personal history.
Where are you from originally?
A colony in the Terminus systems, actually. Though I studied on Earth, at Oxford. My parents were from London. They loved Earth, but they wanted the freedom a colony life could offer. If they stayed in London, I imagine they'd be dead right now.
Don't talk like that.
A lot of people back on Earth are still alive, and counting on us.
Quite true, Commander.
That will be all.
Specialist.
Let me talk with Dr. Michelle, then I'll return here. I just forgot about her. Anything else? Reassign power bonuses. Reassign powers. No. You're safe. Let's talk with Dr. Michel.
Hello there, Commander.
How are you settling in, Doctor?
Good. I've been busy restocking supplies and running diagnostics. It's nice working alone in a fresh lab. I get to set up everything just the way I want. Anyway, now that you're here, I'd like to examine you.
Why?
Do you have concerns about my health?
You have an extensive number of cybernetic implants.
I died. Cerberus spent a fortune bringing me back.
I know. I just want to make sure everything checks out. It'll take no time.
Better safe than sorry.
It doesn't hurt to be safe. It won't hurt, will it?
No, nothing invasive. I just need to run some implant diagnostics and take readings of your immune system. Your implants are doing quite nicely, little sign of rejection. Keep up your current outlook and your scar shouldn't return. Thank you for indulging me. Everything looks fine. May I help you at all?
Medical supplies?
Do we have enough medical supplies?
Luckily, the med bay was one of the first areas the retrofit team stocked. That's fortunate. Who knows how long we'll have to be self-sufficient.
Meet the Citadel.
How does working on a military vessel compare to your Citadel clinic?
It's a completely different experience. I like that I have fewer patients under my care. I can really focus and get to know each person. But the workday never ends here. I don't get to go home. I'm always on call. But you're making a real difference. So by being here, I'm making a difference too.
I like the positive attitude. Family?
Do you have any family?
My parents are on Earth, Geneva. The news isn't good.
I'm sorry.
But my brother is safe on the Citadel. I'll count my blessings where I can.
Carry on.
Just let me know if you need anything.
I will.
Alright, let's check the messages and travel around. Oh, we do have a couple of messages. Special Ops from Stephen Hackett. Shepard, Alliance forces are stretched in across the galaxy. Win your specific talents for a series of ops. These missions will open doors for the Alliance in places we can't touch through conventional means. We will deploy operatives to hold point after you've completed your objectives. I need you to head to Cerberus Lab on planet Sanctum. I'll brief you when you're inbound. Reinstatement from Stephen Hackett. Commander Shepard. This letter formally acknowledges your reinstatement into the Alliance Navy per Admiral David Anderson's recent verbal communication. Under Emergency War Powers Regulations 903.5, you are hereby authorized to assume command of the Normandy SR-2. You are directed to begin interdiction operations against any and all enemies posing a threat to Earth, its colonies and its allies. Furthermore, you are granted diplomatic authority to establish treaties with non-human races as required to support your mission. Sincerely, Admiral Stephen Hackett. Emergency flash traffic urgent. Alliance fleet operations flash X01 X18.34. All Alliance military for all human territories. Fleet Admiral Hackett has declared threat condition Saber 1. Enemy presence confirmed in Sol system. Earth under Reaper attack. All Alliance military personnel are directed to evacuate Sol system at first available opportunity. Do not attempt Earth approach. Heavy enemy resistance reported. Repeat, do not attempt Earth approach. Further instructions to follow on coded channel Crimson Tacit. Earth-based Alliance personnel unable to evacuate are directed to commence any and all necessary countermeasures. All remaining Alliance personnel outside Sol Theater are directed to muster at pre-appointed staging areas and commence offensive combat operations at first available opportunity. In absence of further instruction, independent action is authorized. Key 9. My dog. Dear Commander Shepard, I was a contractor working on the Normandy's haptic interference when it was in dry dock. Your VI, ED, emailed me to let me know I left my dog mech on board. I'm all the way out in Terra Nova now and would hate for you to go a million clicks out of your way to drop off my dog. Please just take care of her. She likes exploring, sniffing chemical trails and 750 volt outlets. Thank you and sorry for the trouble. I promise she won't be too much of a headache. Andrea Brown. Thank you, Andrea. That's a cute doggy there. ANN alert. New article. Quarian Fleet. Alliance News Network information partners by Ruxius Relius ANN contributor. Citadel, where is the Quarian fleet? The latest intelligence shows that the Reapers are taking system after system at a feverish pace. Members of all races are fleeing their stations, colonies, and in some cases their homeworlds. This kind of forced exodus might seem especially familiar to the nomadic Quarians, who were pushed off their homeworld by the synthetic Geth centuries ago. But as the galaxy pushes back against the Reapers, the Quarians are conspicuously absent. Turian and Alliance spokespeople cannot provide the fleet's current location. They say they have other concerns at the moment. Whatever the Quarians are up to, they want it kept secret from the Council. After a refueling stop at Ilium, the fleet left no stated destination. And there are also reports of a galaxy-wide call for all young adult Quarians to abandon their pilgrimages to join the fleet. Greedy and short-sighted powers will always try to gain the upper hand in times of galactic crisis. We can only hope that whatever the Quarians are planning does not interfere with the only thing that should matter, stopping the Reapers. Retrix's release regular column View of the Empire exclusively on ANN. Welcome back gift from Midi. While we were in Dry Dock, Joker suggested that a small welcoming gift would be appropriate to have on hand, should you be reinstated as commanding officer. As the ship doesn't have the capacity to accommodate the dancers he suggested, I chose something from the official Systems Alliance catalog. Soldiers who have held an N7 designation for 5 years or more are entitled to a commemorative hooded jacket for wear on off-duty hours. You'll find it among the selection of casual clothing in your cabin. Well, I like the idea of Joker. That would have been, you know, neat and quite interesting to have a private dancer in the quarters of Shepard. Maybe in some future game, if you have a bigger ship. You have an upgrade awaiting. Dear Commander Shepard, some of the data you found allowed me to research an upgrade for you. Simply access the terminal in Dr. Tassoni's office at your convenience, and you may choose how and when to implement it. Have a pleasant day. Cliff. Priority mission Eden Prime. Commander, Cerberus has attacked Eden Prime and is now occupying the colony. Alliance forces are stretching too thin right now to attempt to liberate the colony, but we've been doing what we can to covertly aid the local resistance. In the process, we've learned that Cerberus has uncovered a major protein artifact. We don't know what it is, but it appears to be a reason for the attack, on the colony. We need to infiltrate the colony and recover the artifact. Roger, roger. Alright. Talked enough. Time to have that exploration, and it will be either Palaven or at least one mission before I finish the stream. Clusters already conquered by the Reapers can be accessed using normal stealth drive. Search these clusters for survivors, salvage, and valuable intel. Rescue the Turian primary, so this is, yeah, Palaven. Kite's Nest. Let's check this first. The Norman is equipped with a new and improved scanning pulse that detects objects. Use this to uncover war assets, artifacts, intel, and fuel as you fly around the system. Be aware, however, that each time the pulse is used, the chance that Reapers will enter the system to investigate is increased. If a Reaper enters the system you're in, flee and wait until you have completed a mission before returning. Oh. So in order to not pressure you again, you just complete a mission, you get back here, so it resets. Good to know.
I found something.
I found several things. A wreckage, the wreckage of a fuel depot destroyed by enemy forces. Fuel can be salvaged from the debris, recovered 300 units of fuel. Oh, I didn't use any fuel, so that was a waste. Let's see what we can find here. Lost and found. Weapon upgrade kit. Okay. Our chance. I'm checking for population, but there is nothing here. Lost and found. Citadel Pillars of Strength. Journal and artifact. Good. There's the no population as well.
Evasion successful.
That's all, man. Let's go to Untrail.
Signal confirmed.
Actually, several signals. 100 fuel. ADEC. Analysis estimates put the planet's Batarian population at just over 6 million, but that number has slightly fallen since the Reapers arrived. Yeah, I don't see any population over here. Might be gone. Lost and found. Crates recovered from a salvage. That's good. 100%, so I've explored everything here then, no?
Reapers eluded.
Alright, let's travel quickly from here.
Faster than light jump successful.
Kite's Nest. Let's go over here, Hades Gamma.
I found something.
Some oil. Wood. Trebin. That sounds familiar. Trebin. Maybe from Mass Effect 2. Another lost and found. Some more credits. Not sure if it was 1000 or 10,000. Would be nice if it's 10,000. I doubt that there is something more here to explore, but because if it says 100%, it's yeah. Putus. I do remember this and Farinata or Mass Effect 2.
Signal confirmed.
Already? So fast, man. I just pressed like, what, twice? Another lost and found. Special Ops Team Zeta. And 103rd Marine Division. So these are war assets that we are running now to our war efforts. You know, just by exploring you can gather something useful.
Reapers eluded.
Let's check this. I'm not sure if by exploring All of this and recruiting different divisions will be enough for the war efforts. I believe not, but it's still a big chunk.
I found something.
Kleinsal. No population here either. Oh yeah, it's giving you 10,000 credits and I lost and found. That should be by now like what, maybe 60 or 70,000 credits? That'll be worth one weapon at least. Must be some fuel. Quite needed.
Faster than light jump successful.
So we have now Farinata and Kakus. Man, he's massive. It's blinding me.
Signal confirmed.
And some more fuel. It's nice that they're writing quite a lot of stuff over here. I've read how they come up with, you know, details about the different planets, and it's quite nice. No time to read it now, but I read quite a lot of these, you know, when I was playing the game, and from time to time, especially when I'm not streaming, I'll read about it. It's nice. It's like a book. Let's scan it and see what do we have here. Hopefully some more credits, I wouldn't mind that. Another lost and found, 7 out of 10. Alliance frigate Agincourt. Yeah, the Alliance First Fleet. Oh, actually this is an update to the Alliance First Fleet. Alright, so that's 100% in Farinata. Almost half of the fuel is gone. I'm checking the asteroid belt because you know, you hear a sound if you go nearby something.
I found something.
Koe. The Certain Foundation has established a research outpost on Koe to investigate the native subterranean life of Koe, which shows incredible resilience to extremes of heat and cold. Lost and found, another 10,000 credits. Yeah, salvage credit recovered. Nice. Is this 100% or is just 50? And then that sound is breaking my ears. I'm sure yours too, but...
Evasion successful.
Can't find where is that.
Reapers eluded.
Maybe it's some fuel depot.
Faster than light jump successful. Evasion successful.
Maybe on the eastern part. I just need to find that fuel.
Reapers eluded.
It'll be useful, I have only half. Oh, there it is.
Faster than light jump successful.
It should be hard to access.
Evasion successful.
And it's 400 units of fuel.
Reapers eluded.
That was close. Yay! Let's get us out.
Faster than light jump successful.
This is the Cerberus lab, so this is a mission. If it's you know, like blinking. Here we have something interesting on the Citadel. Anos Basin and recover a protein artifact. So we will not be doing the rescue of Turian Primarch, which is Palaven today. Most probably it will be tomorrow, but I'll definitely do a mission today. Let me just explore this one. Was that playthough? Okay. Oh, here we have a fuel depot. That's good. So I assume there is nothing, just the fuel depot over here. So we have 71,000 credits. I'll risk it for now. I'll go with what we have. I think it should be fine. Checking just in case, but I doubt that there is anything. Alright. Let's go to the Serpent Nebula. So here is just the Citadel. Maybe because we recovered an artifact, but what I'll be doing is complete these two missions that we have here in the Exodus cluster and then up here in Sigurd's Cradle. Then go to the Citadel and then go to Palaven. Let's check this one. Maybe I'll do just this one. I'll leave it here. But I appreciate you all watching, and we'll continue to have fun this month with Mass Effect, you know. There will be quite a lot of stories and places to be and explore. Let's go first to the Cerberus lab with the mission there, and then we'll be back to Skepsis. Nothing over here.
Signal confirmed.
Oh, actually there is something over there. Lost and found, 9 out of 10. This is the other one, Sanctum. Travel advisory: carbon dioxide levels on Sanctum can reach 5,000 parts per million during thermal inversions. Travelers should carry a breath mask at all times and consult the Sanctum World Weather Service for warnings. Travel advisory: piracy is at a 14-year global high on Sanctum. Visitors should take appropriate security precautions. Colony found at 2169. Population 257,300. Capital Vulpes. And yeah, so far we have only two companions, Liara and James. Let's cycle through the appearances. This is my favorite armor of Liara. This one is pretty good too. I may give her a go. At least one mission with this one. This one I dislike. It's just like the default one, but you know, in pink. Holy shit, is this a new one? I think I've never seen this one. Is it possible that they added a new one that I've never seen before? I don't recall, you know, seeing this one. I'll use it. But yeah, overall, the default one is good. It's nice, but in my head it's like, this is her outfit, you know, for everyday going, you know, in the ship or whatever. But this is the combat one. This is, you know, for the missions. This one is good as well for missions. And then we have this one. I'm definitely checking it out. The Photo Vega is good. This one is alright. I've tried this one. I don't like the sunglasses. This one is again, yeah, meh. He has the standard ones. I remember all of his outfits. I mean, I might alternate their outfits. You know, it's not said that I'll be using the same over and over again. Yeah, let's go with this one. But yeah, I just don't recall seeing this one of Liara before. It looks nice. Definitely interesting. So James, yeah, keeping the 2 weapons. I don't know if we'll give him the Vindicator now. Let's keep the Avenger. Then Liara, she's fine with the Shuriken and Predator, and 4 points of this. My health, yeah, quite dropped because of the armor. I have 800 health now and 950 shield. Should be still fine, but it's a big drop. Yeah, let me give him Carnage. Increase impact radius by 50 or more damage. Let's give him more damage. Oh, or radius, whatever. Oh no, actually I can undo. Yeah, I prefer to give him more damage, to be honest. Might be good for the shields of some Cerberus units.
Commander, I've got a hail from Admiral Hackett.
Put him through, Lieutenant.
Shepard, we've uncovered a secret Cerberus lab, function unknown. We sent in a recon team, but they were forced to pull out before they got very far.
Any other intel?
We think they're using the facility to warehouse and study Reaper tech. We've been wondering how Cerberus is connected to the Reapers, and this might give us some answers.
We're on it.
Find out what Cerberus is doing and get me any Reaper tech samples you can, Commander. Hack it out.
Understood. Yeah, it's the place I imagined. I dislike this map with passion.
Commander, I'm tracking some tech with a Reaper signature. That's your first.
Let's see if we can pull it off. This will be hard mission.
looking? Guess we found it.
Got the sample.
Roger that. Meet you at the landing pad. Second sample located, Commander. Nav point updated.
Good work.
Oh man, he activated the turret. Yeah, he activated the turret. Personal log, see the lobby, panic here. Wow, the troops here are really intense, no one smiles, ever. And suicide on capture orders, seriously? They call training integration, I start being integrated tomorrow, can't wait. There's activation over there, I assume now.
Can pick us up.
Nothing like having your back to the wall.
Never said it would be easy.
Yara. What's going on over there? Vega?
Will only lead to Metagel advances for Hannah. Only servers would call that a failure.
Let me get the sniper rifle. Armor play. These smokes, man, it's hard to see. Checking if there is anything over here.
Cortez, do you copy? What's your status?
Engaging multiple targets.
Lieutenant!
Last stand, Commander?
Just stay focused and keep at it.
No more credits. Oh, upgrade. Mary Jo. Gunmates are doing fine. Mail slot. Come on, Cortez. Olar is doing a very good job.
Cortez, do you copy?
I hope he's still alive.
You'll make it. Just keep this landing pad clear.
Oh no, not with the turret. That's bad.
We're at the extraction point. Ready for pickup.
Come on, man, show up. That was close. I just had to run in. Yeah, card mission.
Commander, we've got our best engineers looking at the Reaper tech you secured from that lab.
What was Cerberus doing with it?
We don't know yet, but whatever Cerberus is up to, it can't be good. Even if we can't determine its purpose, we've disrupted their experiments.
I doubt they'll just close up shop.
Agreed. We'll keep sending strikes against the facility. Good work, Commander.
Good. 10,000 credits, plus 5 reputation. War effort, 740. Cerberus. Cerberus research data, nice. And Alliance front, yeah. This division, 120 points, that's quite a lot. First fleet, another 80. That's good.
All those refugees have to go somewhere.
Commander?
On your messages, I assume. Yep. Nothing new. Squad mates, I got some points, but I want to master the fitness first. This will give me quite a good increase in health and shield. Total another 25%. But yeah, let me save and I'll leave it here. It was quite fun to you know, to be in Mass Effect again today. I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, we'll catch you tomorrow, more or less the same time. We'll do that another like secondary mission, and then we head to Palaven. So it'll be quite a journey over there. Thank you for watching and for supporting. Darky1 out.